Okay, so I am here to review the 7th Doctor serial Delta and the Bannermen. It's my punishment for Clash of the Castle Scotland, in case you've forgotten. Sorry it's taking so long. I've honestly just forgotten because I'm not used to doing the punishments. Also, sorry if you hear anything out there. Nate has finally decided to cut the grass. And my hair is tied back, so it's laundry day, and, well, I'm doing things. So, this serial. This was chosen because it was supposed to be the worst of the Sylvester McCoy Doctor Who serials. I can see that, but it wasn't like infuriatingly bad. It was more dumb and mostly boring. It's kind of an issue I've had with a lot of the old Doctor Who serials, like the way they're structured, is like, even the good ones have moments where you could cut this out. Like, this is here only to pad runtime. But let's go what this one's about. It's there's a lot of stuff and not a lot of stuff. But the Bannermen are a race of aliens, Nazis, I guess. It's these, but you know, they're trying to. There's a war. They're wiping out this other race whose name I can't remember, even though I just heard it. But Delta is their queen, or they're the last one. And it starts off in the classic Doctor Who rock quarry, and the other side, who Delta's part of, she's the only human-looking one. The rest, I swear to God, look like Green Army men. That is what they were going for. I thought that was going to be the twist, and it's like, well, how's that going to be born? And no, excuse me, they all just die right away. She gets in the ship, takes off, and they go after her. Now, the Bannermen try to chase her. And then we cut to this really weird landing pad hangar thing where the 7th Doctor and Mel, and it's nice to see her because I just saw her in the 60th and this past season of New Who. Although, can we still call it New Who? That's 20 years old. But, you know, they land and they're the 10 billionth customers, so they get they don't have to pay the fee, and they win the free trip to go to 1959 Earth Disneyland. Which brings up something I've been very confused about from Doctor Who from the moment I started watching it. Back in 2005, and then got Classic Who. How prevalent is time travel in this universe? Because I swear the whole point of the Time Lords were they were the only ones with time travel, right? But then, like, every other episode, every other serial, oh, here's just casual fucking time travel. Like Captain Jack, when he showed up, he had a little vortex manipulator, and there's, like, crude form. Like, okay, they have, like, other races in other centuries have time travel, but it's not refined. But no, this is, like, an entire ship that's designed to look like a bus now that can just go back in time, and they just do this. They call it nostalgia trips. And they just go back in time. So what's the point of the Time Lords? I'm sure at least one of my Doctor Who friends will, like, if not write a comment, just talk to me about it. But it's always confused me. It always feels weird. So anyway, they go back in time. Or, you know, they're during on the trip. Doctor goes in TARDIS. Good for him. Delta arrives just trying to sneak on the bus, and then the other people arrive right after they take off. And then they threaten the really weird guy, the spokesman? I don't know, but the Bannermen are like, where'd you go? I was like, I'll tell you, okay. And then, you know, shoot them in the back because they're jerks. So then we cut to one of the things you can completely cut out of this serial and not lose a goddamn thing. There are 2 American government agents in Wales. And they actually use a real police box because it's set in 1959. And I first thought it was the TARDIS. Like, oh, it's an actual police box. They're supposed to track a satellite, this new artificial satellite. So, you know, it's, again, 59. And they're doing it in the middle of the day, and he has just, like, a regular folding telescope. So I don't know how they're supposed to do it. And, like, I guess they're the comedic relief characters, but they're dumb, they're annoying, and they show up sporadically for no reason. Like, literally, the setup is the satellite is what it gets launched right when the bus appears above Earth. They crash. The bus crashes into the satellite, starts to crash. The Doctor lands them, and they land them on Wales, and they go to this like housing thing called Shangri-La. That's all those guys need to be involved for at all. Like, if they had never come back, I never would have noticed. I never would have cared. But they keep cutting back to them, and they had nothing. Like, why are you here? What are you adding to the plot? Eventually, when the Bannermen reach Earth, they capture them, but they still don't fucking tie in. The only way they kind of tied into it is while they're trying to track the satellite, they meet this beekeeper who talks to him about bees, and then the Doctor will come back to him later. I'm trying to go in order, but, you know, again, these things are I never have thoughts written down. I'm just going off the top of my head. But, like, all the passengers from the bus go to Shangri-La, they stay there night, you know, they make the best of the bad situation. They meet this greaser guy who kind of falls for Delta, and there's this other girl who likes him. It's one of those things. And at least, Delta has a secret, and she had this little orb with her that turns out to be an egg with this really ugly puppet, and then that grows to a baby, and it's just like a little baby in a suit and painted green. But then, like, she has special jelly, and that's how the bees tie into it. That makes her, she's going to be the next queen of, you know, one person. It's just... It's kind of... Again, it seems like it does a lot and does nothing at the same time. So, the Bannermen come to Earth, they capture the two bumbling agents, they sit them there for a while, then they have, like, these tiny, like, collars around their necks that can attach to them, but then that goes nowhere, because the one girl is also a mechanic, and she, just has, like, an Allen wrench that undoes the thing. So what was the point? Really kind of feel like that was the whole through line of this serial. What was the point? Because the greaser guy falls in love with Delta. They go to the bees, and it's like, oh, this special jelly makes the drone into a queen. And that's what Delta's been feeding. They're like a version of that Delta's been feeding the little girl to turn her into a queen. And that guy's like, I love this woman I just met. I'm going to change my entire species for her. And takes and starts... What? My dude! You've known her for a day. But he wants to go be with her by the end of the serial. There's a lot of fighting. It's hard to describe because it's a lot of back and forth. All I know is the Bannermen have supposedly wiped out Delta's race. She's the last one, and the girl, and then I guess the guy's going to help her repopulate. Doing that. But I don't know how, because the Bannermen are kind of fucking idiots. Like, they get tricked, they get shot at, they're not really good at this, and, oh god, I forget the lead villain's name, but he's just an asshole. Like, the Doctor comes in waving a white flag, he shoots at him, he gives a big Doctor speech. I like those. Sylvester McCoy's are really good at those. And then, like, he just lets them leave, and he shoots the signal, like, put these guys in the neck collar, and nothing was accomplished. There was one thing. They got the bus fixed, because the Doctor grew the special crystal. He happened to have it, and then the guy broke it, and then he grew it, which I thought that was going to go somewhere. It does not. And everyone gets on the bus, and then the Bannerman, whose guns either just shoot you in the back or completely vaporize you, depending on what the plot demands, shoots the bus, and the whole thing fucking explodes! All these characters we've gotten to know for the last hour or so, just dead. I know that's a theme of Doctor Who, but holy shit! Like, god damn! What? That's fucking savage as fuck! Wow! Again, making everything pointless. Oh, there was also a subplot where the bounty hunter I just remembered, where he captured the Doctor and the other girl. It's like, and the Doctor's like, if you only kill for money, then let her go. She's no worth to you. He's like, I don't kill just for money. I kill because I enjoy it. And that was way too much emotion that guy put into it. But then, like, the Bannerman just killed the bounty hunter for no reason? What? This is just a lot of stuff that happened. I can see why this is considered the worst one. I've seen Revolution of the Daleks. That's a great one. That's the first McCoy one I watched and sold me on him becoming one of my favorite Doctors. And he's good in this. But I mean, just this serial, yeah, I can see why it has a reputation. And no one is allowed to say anything bad about Jodie Whittaker's run anymore. Y'all can't say anything bad about her, because none of her episodes, even the worst of her episodes, was better than this piece of shit. Okay? It's just, it was boring. There were too many characters that didn't need to be there, and it didn't do anything. Like I said, it's just a bunch of stuff that happened. I wish I could say more. I wish I could go into better detail, but I really am struggling to think of what else happened. Yeah, that's about it. There was something they since it's the 59, they did play Shangri-La. The community played Mr. Sandman over the speakers. Like, well, area appropriate. I was like, oh no, Michael Myers is about to show up. Although I think he's still in, you know, the sanitarium at this point. But, yeah, that's about all I have to say. I liked Mel. I liked the 7th Doctor. Everything in this was just dumb, pointless, and I have been punished. I still need to send Nate money for Money in the Bank punishment. A lot of things have come up, so sending $50 is kind of hard right now, but whenever that's done, I'll be back. Hopefully this is the last time. We got SummerSlam next week. So, although Nate does have the Money in the Bank contract, so maybe I'll be back for the one we have in mind for that, and you'll find that out next Friday. For now, see ya.